Okay, welcome to No Shame, the Seasons. Now, this is the planet Earth. It is a globe, it's round. We're not going to get into that today. And you'll notice it's tipped a little bit on its side, about 22 or 23 degrees, it's tipped. And when it rotates, it stays tipped. It rotates around like this, and it also rotates itself around, and it stays in this tip, and that's what's going to give us the seasons, generally. So, the United States is up here. This is the northern hemisphere. There's this invisible equator that goes around the middle. So the northern hemisphere is up here. The southern hemisphere is down here. So it takes 1 day to rotate around a full circle. It travels at 1,000 miles an hour, the Earth, but we can't feel it because it's so big. It's about a little over 24,000 miles around. So it goes 1,000 miles an hour. Every hour it goes 1,000 miles. And after a whole day, it'll have gone around one whole rotation. Now, the Earth rotates around the sun. The sun's in the middle. Now, the sun is huge. You can fit 1.3 million Earths inside the sun. And so I would have to have a ball as big as my neighborhood, and I don't have that. So this will be the sun for now, but just know that it's enormous. As it spins counterclockwise every day, it also rotates around the sun. It takes a whole year to go one lap around the sun. So it's spinning while it's going around. Now, when we're over here, it stays tipped. So when we're over here, the closest part to the sun is the southern hemisphere. As it spins, the sun shines on the southern hemisphere. So that's our winter in the United States and summer down here in Australia and all the southern areas. And then about 6 months later, it'll be on the other side of the sun, still tipped in the same direction. So now the northern hemisphere is closer. This is going to be our summer. And it's going to be the winter down here in the southern hemisphere because it's tipped away and it's farther away from the sun. Here's the equator here, so you can see that the northern hemisphere is going to get a lot of the sun. That's going to be their summer, and the southern hemisphere, that's going to be their winter. And in between is spring and fall, depending on where you are in the rotation. It also doesn't go in a circle. It sort of goes in a big ellipse like this around the sun. So that's seasons, no shame. Study this globe. It's pretty interesting.